All right, y'all. Sharif right here with We by Black. I'm right here in the office. Speaking with our brother Zachary Harris. He has a company, an amazing company called Woodlawn Avenue. Zachary, why don't you properly introduce yourself, and then I want you to talk to us about Woodlawn and why you even choose the name Woodlawn Avenue.
Okay, all right, yep. Zach Harris here. Zachary's way too formal. I'm sorry. No, but yeah, what we do is, and it's a little bit about me. I got in IT back in 2000. I've been doing networking ever since, and then one doctor's visit where you go for your annual 1 gallon of blood donation for testing, and the doctor said, "Hey, your cholesterol is kind of terrible," and the wife said, well, really, I asked her, I said, okay, well, what's the alternative? Because when he had to get on those statins, that's what my doctor mentioned. The wife said, hey, yeah, that stuff that I used to take and feel real terrible with, statins, yeah, that's a statin. So I said, okay, well, I told the doctor, I said, all right, well, I can't do that. What kind of alternative can we do we have? And he said, try red yeast. So, and I had no idea what red yeast was, nothing. This was earlier this year.
Red yeast or?
Red yeast, yes.
Red yeast. Okay.
Red yeast is a fungus. It's an Asian fungus that the prime ingredient in a statin is red yeast. So if you want to take that without the statin-ish kind of symptoms, that's your alternative, red yeast. Took that. And I just, the floodgates opened. I got into ashwagandha root, the importance of D3 and K2 in order for your body to properly absorb, the vitamin D that we get from the sun. And it's just, the floodgates just opened. But I don't want to get too wordy. So Woodlawn Avenue, why did I choose that name? I actually used to live on Woodlawn Avenue. And it seems to me that every large city has Woodlawn Avenue, right? You got King Drive, you got, these standard streets that, when you used to go, down the street to the corner store to get, whether it's a gallon of milk or whatever the case may be, you head over there. So that's why I chose Woodlawn Avenue. I thought it was a very friendly name that everybody's familiar with. Oh yeah, I know about Woodlawn Avenue, that kind of thing. So
nostalgia there.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what's up. Okay, and then so you're selling supplements.
Yes.
What kind of supplements exactly?
So I try to be all things to all people, if at all possible. So everything ranging from, and I had some in my box here, vitamin C to believe is what we call it, C to believe, which is basically vitamin C with zinc. So basically, when you get your emergency and you pop in that your emergency tablets, what have you, that's what it has. Everything from vitamin C down to gummies. I even have just released a line of children's multivitamins called Little Squirts gummies. So we try to be all things to all people, and one of the things I think sets us apart is not only just, as they say, not only just the president, but I'm also a member. So if, as we're going through different formulas, different recipes, trying to see, all right, well, let's see what we can come up with. If it doesn't pass with myself, or it doesn't pass with the family, my kids, taste testers, then it doesn't get released. And how many, top humongous supplement companies where the owners, if they don't pass the owner's inspection, they don't get released, right? And so that's something that I live by. With my IT background, I always put my customers put myself in my customer's shoes and try to understand where they're coming from. So if I don't like it, why in the world would I sell it to my customers, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now I see you got a children's line, so I'm sure do you have like women's supplements, men's supplements?
Yes, actually. And we're in the process of coming up with men's and women's multivitamin, but we also have a Love Help supplement. We have Pump Up the Jam for men. It's a male enhancement product. And then we have Queen of the Sheets. Queen of the Sheets.
Okay, gotcha.
Women's libido. supplement. So we have, like I said, we try to have a little bit of everything for everyone, right? So
Yeah.
we've got our multivitamin, we've got our sexual health enhancement, we have children's gummies, and then, we also have something that's very important to a lot of Black people is heart health,
Mhm.
which has a lot of minerals, nutrients that we just don't get. And it's not to say that a whole foods diet is replaceable. That is not a replaceable, right? Um, Eating, as my wife says, it's almost 90% what you eat. And
Mm.
then, your exercise, and you're getting that in as well. And so that's what we do. We encourage our customers. This helps, but you need food. You need good, healthy foods, natural foods, organic foods. And then where, depending on your diet, if you may need a little help, or if your doctor says, okay, you may need a little bit. One thing that I had to learn, my doctor told me, yeah, you're low in D3 or,
Mm.
or D2, I should say. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, yeah, you need a lot of it. So
Mm.
apparently I've been missing out on that. So that's one of the things that I was like, okay, great. I need to add that in there. And now I take it. So.
So I know that a lot of people, over the course of, I would say, I mean, it's, I've been hearing about it a lot in the last 2 years.
Mhm.
CMOS.
Yes.
Is CMOS one of the products that you put into these supplements or in these capsules, or it's not? You haven't got into CMOS yet.
That's on my list. I
Okay.
actually have a call scheduled today with a manufacturer that's what they specialize is in CMOS.
Yeah.
And so, of course, that long, fun process is we order the samples,
Mm.
to try them out, and I usually give it between 30 and 90 days of me taking the supplement or me trying this particular herb and seeing how it works with me. And then I got to go back into the doctor and get my quart of blood and say, all right, doc, how are we looking? How's everything going? I understand the research, the science journals of, what CMOS does, but I want to see how does it impact me? How does it help me out? And then from there, we go and say, hey, we just released CMOS.
Well, that's really good that you are actually using
Mhm.
kind of like all of these products yourself and
Yes,
testing them
sir.
yourself
Every
before
single one.
other people before you actually sell them. That's actually what's up, man. Because not everybody will even do that. It's like, but let me ask you this: Are
Mhm.
you currently white labeling these products? Are you producing them yourself right now? What is your current process?
Right,
Uh,
right. So we did partner up with a manufacturer
right.
that helps us with FDA compliance because supplements is a heavily regulated industry, right? Um, and that's the last thing you want to do is get a phone call from Uncle Sam's talking about, hey, right.
Yeah.
So we partnered up with a manufacturer that helps us with our FDA compliance, make sure that everything is legit. The supplements that we have manufactured is in an FDA approved facility. All of those things you want to make sure that you're crossing the T's, dotting the I's, making
Mhm.
sure that they're carrying the proper insurance, make sure that they have the best practices in place so that we don't have any issues.
Yeah.
And happy to say our current manufacturer helps us out a great deal, and they put their mouth where the money is, I should say, or put their money where their mouth is, I should say.
Do you ever care to even like? Do you care to, manufacture these products on your own? Do you ever plan to do some of that? Like, and the reason
Yes.
I ask that is because, you know, a lot of people think that you have to, but
Hmm.
you don't really have to,
You don't
right?
really have to.
You don't
No.
really have to. So I'm asking you though now,
Mhm.
like, what is your interest? Like, is it your interest to actually be producing this on your own, or do you plan to like expand your line with different manufacturers, and then you all want to focus more so in the building of the brand, but less of more of actually developing the product?
And that's exactly where I was headed to. Is my plan is I would like to bring on additional manufacturers, because no one has the golden nugget, as they say, or the golden ticket. If you have one particular manufacturer that brings something to the table that another one doesn't, then everyone can benefit from that. One of the things that I also want to do is I want to bring in other minority companies that are offering supplements and other products as well, I wouldn't say necessarily, us become a Black-owned target, but that's something that, is definitely, something that I'm interested in doing. I've noticed that on Etsy, there are a lot of other sellers that sell sea moss, and they sell these other supplements like echinacea, they sell elderberry and so forth. And so I would love to partner up with those folks and kind of help them as well. Avoid the pitfalls I had to go into, with trademarks, service marks, and, the legal pitfalls, and how to make sure that, your organization is running smoothly to be able to offer these wonderful supplements, or be able to offer whatever it is that they are selling. And so that's something that, on our website, that's what we do, is we're looking to partner up with other, minority organizations as well.
Now, is your family working with you with this?
Oh yeah.
This endeavor? I know you mentioned your wife earlier, but like,
Mhm.
what is that dynamic like? Like running a business.
It's fun. The wife recently joined me in IT. So we, previously we wake up together, have coffee, and plug away at the keyboard. And so that's just something that we're known, this is the norm. We've been together 17, 18, 20 years. So, but that for sure, like perfect example is, we have energy, something.
You all been married for, you said 18 years, pretty much?
Yeah, it's trying to think. We've been together since, see, the oldest is 17. So yeah, we've been we've been together almost 20 years and married. Better get this right, because if she sees this, it'll be 18 years come March.
Okay.
Come March, I want to make sure I'm still alive next year, so I better get that date together. So, but yeah, yep. And one of the perfect things, Epic Wig, that was one of the. It's has biotin, collagen, and really stimulates hair, skin, and nail health. And she loves it. She swears by it. Even on our site, we've had other folks swear by it too. But that's the whole thing. Is it's like, if it doesn't pass our family, our immediate family, if the kids don't like it, like, this tastes disgusting, it's not going it's not going in. But at the same time, we don't want to add unnecessary sugars and things like that. Where's my Pep Step? My Pep Step 1000. This is my little workout formula. It's a delicious powder that I use whenever I'm in the gym and I'm trying to get that last pump in.
It's like a protein powder, or is it?
It is an energy powder. It is raspberry flavored. Actually, I didn't open this one, but I'm running out of my own, so I need to open it. I'm gonna have to open it up anyway. But yeah, it's raspberry powder. And let's see if I have the little my little scooper. They all come with scoopers.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can see the powder, but it's raspberry flavored. It's like raspberry iced tea flavored powder. But I'm telling you, I feel like I can pick up a tank after trying it.
Oh, nice.
But this is part of my normal workout regimen. So like I said, I practice what I preach. I don't put anything out that I don't personally use.
Do you take that product before or like after you work out?
So that's where it gets fun. So sometimes, my day job is still IT consulting, right? So if it's 11 o'clock in the morning and I just want to go out and just do some jogging, cool. You can take it ahead of time. If you want to, you just finished your last deadlift set and you're exhausted, take that as well. And that gives you that last little bit of energy to keep moving through, finish out the rest of the day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now,
love it.
Currently, are you currently running this business full time right now, or are you, still working another job or another business? Like how?
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. So it's a full-time job plus this job. so and then of course being a father and a husband. So what's that, like 8 full-time jobs? It's only how many hours in a day? But no, Woodlawn Avenue, the way that we structured the business, and thankfully, to the wife, we were able to structure everything so that I don't have to spend 26 hours a day running the business. It's more or less me having to pull in a team of people that, I'll be honest, I'm not a marketing guy. I'm the guy that figures out things, how to make things work, how to, get stuff done. But as far as like, hey, this is an amazing product, I try. All I could do is be real and say, hey, this is what works for me. But as far as actually marketing, I need help with that. And so that's, we outsource what we need to, get the job done.
Exactly. So your wife, is she in the marketing at all, or is that's not really?
No, so she's in fact, if you go to our website and look at our product pictures, she's done all of those. So she's technically a photographer. Courtney LaShawn photography is her studio. And she did all of the photographer the photos for our product images. And that, I mean, her input is just, I'm the idealist. You could say she's the realist. So she kind of brings me back to planet Earth when I say, hey, we could do this, and we can make this work, and I think people will love this. And she'll say, all right, calm down, let's sit down and talk about this. So yes, we balance each other out.
Right. You start saying, hey man, we can go this far, and you got somebody with you that's like, yeah, we could do it, but it's like, wait. All right, numbers, in place, next thing you know, both of y'all be on the moon with no plan to get back.
Exactly. Like, we didn't think this far. Gordon's like, did you get enough gas?
Right, exactly. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. Every interview, I'm always, interested in the family dynamic, and I always make a point to say that, that most times, when it's families that run businesses, and you'll find that a lot of these businesses have a moral code that they, stick by and abide by. And out the gate, you pretty much announced that you were having your own health issues, and these products help you. And after you testing these products, then you decide to take them to the market so that other people could try them out as well.
Exactly.
And, and I always push for that. People, whenever they're going into business, I tell them that the first business starts in the family. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It starts right there at home, where everyone has rules. Everybody has to abide by those rules. If the rules get broken, then, they need to be talked about. We got to figure out ways to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yep.
And everybody has a job, and if a job is not getting done, then everyone is affected.
That's right.
Everyone is affected. If the husband is not doing what he's supposed to do, then the wife would probably be the first one to notice it. And then next thing you know, the kids get affected, and then everyone is affected.
Everybody's going this way.
Right, exactly, right. So it's the same thing in the business as well. It's like you have all these different components, and everyone has a part to play. And that's what I'm hearing, that even the children, when you all create it or have a new product that you all are bringing to the market, then you would like for them to test it out first. And if it doesn't get past them, then you don't bring it to the market at all.
That's it.
And if it's a product that you're willing to test on your own children, then that's an excellent product.
It is. Who's going to make their children a guinea pig? I'm technically the main guinea pig. And then if I'm okay, then it will work.
Right. After a week of you trying it, then you let them try it, for sure. That's what's
exactly. Up. Yes, sir.
Well, it's a pleasure, man. It's definitely a pleasure. Is there anything that you want to that we did not cover that you would like to mention to the audience that you would like for them to know? Obviously, you want them to be able to find you.
Yes.
So all of your social links, the website. Go ahead on and give us that spiel.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We are at woodlawnavenue.com. If Woodlawn Avenue is too long, Woodlawn Ave, like Woodlawn AV or woodlawnave.com. It'll redirect you to the webpage. Also, we have an Apple app, Apple and Google Play app. So you can just look us up on Woodlawn Avenue, search for that in Google or Apple Store. And we also have Woodlawn Avenue Instagram page. We have a TikTok page where you can see a couple of funny videos that we've done on our TikTok account that were shot, by the way. Huh?
Did they help you out with the TikTok?
Yes, it was the wife and the youngest girl, Amanda. She kind of put everything together. She knows the TikTok, and she has the Apple iPhone thing where she makes that work. So yeah. So energies I'm thin. Yeah, that was me on the floor there, on the ground there, laying there. Right. So Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're trying to get everywhere. Facebook, Woodlawn Avenue. So you just Google Woodlawn Avenue and then maybe supplements or Woodlawn Avenue Nutrition, and you'll find us on Google.
Yeah, I love it. Now, everyone knows like this is a time that we have to pay close attention to our health.
Yes.
You know, this is a very sensitive time in history where we have
Hmm.
family members and friends that are losing their lives, you know, due to the pandemic that we're in.
Yes.
One thing that we know for sure is that the better your health,
Hmm.
the better your immune system, then the higher the chance of us surviving this collectively.
Yes, sir.
So, so although we're enjoying this interview, this is an extremely serious matter,
Hmm.
and you know we appreciate businessmen and women and families like Zachary Harris and the Harris family for picking up this initiative, finding these excellent products, producing these excellent products, and getting them out to us and letting us know that they're available, and then really being an alternative, you know, to what's on the market. Because every day we're spending the money. We're going to spend the money regardless, but we're looking for people in our community that have the wherewithal, the bandwidth,
Yeah.
uh, and that are effective enough to go into business.
Yeah.
Uh, we want to support them. We want to get behind them, and that's what we want to redirect our funds to, so that you know, Woodlawn Avenue would eventually, you know, not just serve as full time for the family, but will reach all members in our community. So whenever we think of, you know, health, whenever we think of supplements, we'll think of Woodlawn Avenue. So I just wanted to let you know, Zachary or Zach, you know, that we appreciate you. You know, we appreciate the brand. We appreciate you all bringing these excellent products to the market. And hey, I can't wait to go ahead on and give me you know, we have there's a few black owned supplement brands that we work with,
Hmm.
and that we promote and that we use. And you know, but there's some things that I see that you mentioned here, even on this call, that's not necessarily what we currently have,
Hmm.
that we would love to to test, and that I would love to bring to my family. You know, and you said it's called red yeast.
Oh yeah, red yeast. That's another supplement that we're looking to bring to the market. One that actually helped me and my cholesterol out.
Mm.
Red yeast is for sure to bring. It helps bring down cholesterol.
Mm.
Ashwagandha root is an Indian root, but it helps with relaxation, ease of tension. It's so many. I could spend a couple hours talking about it, but I don't be too wordy. But as I say, biggest room in the house is a room for improvement, and any feedback that we get, we take it to heart. One gentleman mentioned, you know, can you try finding a recipe without sucralose? Okay, fine. And now we're looking for that as well. So any feedback that you have, please let me know.
Oh, yeah, man, most definitely. And that's the thing, you know, being open to feedback,
Yeah.
and then once receiving it, being able to move on it quick.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's even something that, you know, we as a company, we struggle with that we're trying to do better at, is that when people give us feedback, being able to have the correct systems and processes in place, that immediately once you get it, you can fix it, and then being able to alert the people that actually complained about it in the first place, to let them
Yes.
know, hey, that this issue been rectified.
We're working at it. Yep.
Well, I appreciate you, man, and hope to be hearing from you soon.
Yes, sir.
You know, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. You take care.
All right. Take care.